Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of VBS. Today we're going to be doing another craft. Are you excited? Do you remember what we talked about last time? What was yesterday's message? You remember? You're almost there. Almost. That's it. You can hear from God, right? So yesterday we learned about how we can hear from God and He can speak to our hearts, right? So today's craft, we are going to be making this wonderful tower, and we're going to be learning today's point, right? So to do this craft today, here's what I need you to find at your house, okay? If you need to, you can pause. I need you to find 3 paper plates. And then I need you to get a pair of scissors. I need you to find some tape. And if you have a paper towel roll, grab that. If you don't, can you find a piece of paper, a regular piece of paper? That'd be fine. Go ahead. If you need to pause right now, you can. Get all of your stuff, come back, and we're gonna make this together, all right? So we're gonna start by taking 2 paper plates, and we're gonna stick them together. And do you see how in this paper plate there's a circle right here? We are going to take our scissors, and with these both together, we're gonna cut this circle out. I just thought while we were cutting the circle out, we could talk. Because you know what? Yesterday you learned about how you can hear from God, which means God's talking to you. What kind of things do you think God tells you? Does anybody think that God tells you that He loves you? Does anybody think that God tells you that He forgives you when there are days where maybe you don't do something that's right? Does anybody ever hear God tell them that He is there to help them when they need a helping hand? Or maybe God is there to give you a hug when you're feeling sad? Has anybody ever heard God say that? Sometimes, you know what, God talks to us through our parents and our friends, right? Sometimes God sends moms and dads to give us a hug and say, you know what, it's okay that you messed up. Or our friends to come with us and say, this was awesome, you did a great job. You ever heard God talk to you from your friends? I hope so. All right, here's what we got so far. We got these cut out together. Now we're gonna keep one right on top of the other, right? This is how it was when we cut it. And now we're going to, we're gonna tape this piece to this bottom piece, and we're gonna make one big spiral, okay? So you got your tape. We're gonna do just a little bit of overlapping here. We're gonna tape these together. I like to tape it on the front and the back. And now I have my spiral. This is gonna be a great track for my tower. And then I'm going to lay this on my 3rd plate and get some more tape out, okay? I want you to tape the bottom of your spiral to this paper plate. That's just gonna keep it in place, okay? So we only got 2 more steps left. First off, this now is going to be the track that we are gonna start rolling stuff down. But we wanna make sure it stays in our track. So here's what I want you to do. Take your finger, and we are just going to we're gonna pinch with our finger, and we're gonna make a little track here. I have a fuzzy pom-pom ball that I'm gonna be using. I brought a marble. I don't think the marble's gonna work, but I think it'd be fun to test it out. What do you guys think? Okay, so you don't have to do it all the way, but try to do it on most of your spiral here. Okay, so I'm making this, we have this nice piece here. And now here's where if you have a paper towel roll, you can just stick it in the middle. I don't have any other paper towels, so I'm gonna take my piece of paper and see this long side? I'm going to roll up my paper into a tube, and I'm gonna use my tape. Just tape it together. And I made this one as tall as I can with the paper. You can choose whichever size you want. Oh no, I got my tape stuck. All right, we good? So we want to put this right smack in the middle of this plate, and you're gonna find that it might wobble and fall over. It's a quick fix, real quick. I'm just gonna cut little bits in the bottom here, making little tabs. I'm gonna fold that out so I have little feet here, and now I can tape my feet down and it won't fall over. We're almost done, guys. You are doing so good. Are you following along? If you have any questions, you know what? You just go ahead and you talk to Pastor Christopher or Miss Molly. They'd be happy to answer all of your questions today now. We are so close to being done. Everybody ready? Okay, last step. All we got to do now is attach our track to the top of our stand so that we can start rolling stuff down. So we're getting out our trusty tape again. And we are going to put a little piece of tape at the top. There we go. We're just gonna wrap it in there. So I now have one tube in the center, and that's what my track is stuck to. And now, let's see if we can roll our fluffy ball down it. Okay, one more time. Ready? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm sure you guys are way better crafters than I am. I tell you what though, this one worked perfectly. So what do you think our craft has to do with today's lesson? Let's see if this one falls off. So close. And you know, if you have a little rocks, you can try that too. What do you think this craft has to do with our lesson today? So yesterday we learned about how you can hear from God. God talks to our hearts, right? God tells us things and helps us through tough times. And this little tower here, it kind of helps us remind us, you know, sometimes in life we go through all these loopy turns, like crazy things happen. And you kind of find yourself maybe dizzy, like maybe something happened and all of a sudden everything is different. Anybody think it was different when you started doing school from home? Anybody think it was different when your mom and dad started working from home, or when everybody had to start wearing masks, or all the other crazy things that are happening right now? This stuff happens, right? It's crazy, but you know what? Here's our bottom line, because this craft that we've done, this tower, reminds us that even though things can get loopy and crazy, you can always talk to others about what you believe and help them through the loopy times. So Jesus and God, they're talking to you because they want you to know that you're loved. And you know what? They want you to talk to others about what you know about Jesus and God to help them. So when they're happy times or when they're sad times, you can be there to talk about what you believe, how you know that there is a God who loves you and wants to help you no matter what. And you can help them through their twirly times, even the times where their marbles seem to go off track, right? All right, so remember, bottom line, you can talk to others about what you believe. All right, that's it for today. We're gonna come back tomorrow, day 4. You're gonna get a whole nother message. So until then, everybody have fun and enjoy your VBS.